get his minute. So I'll use that minute to say that we have observed that businesses that have incorporated sustainable missions and goals around the environment tend to be business owners who also have a lot of commitment to knowing how to run their business, record keeping and management. It seems to be that we've observed a trend where businesses that are concerned about the energy cost savings and the sustainable aspects of their business have done a really good job in many other respects of management too. So I just wanted to share that with you with my extra minute. Now it's your time. This is now an opportunity for you to ask questions. If you don't have questions, I'll ask all the questions. So please, I hope it all comes from you guys, and please raise your hand and I'll call upon you. Yes, sir.
Yes, hi. My name is Jamil Debay, and I run a small technology company. So my question is more with my siblings, and I are trying to incorporate our family home as a corporation, because of the economy, the banks were not lending. Okay, we have 100% equity in there. The rent rolls are, above and beyond what we can collect. Specifically, like Bank of America, are you starting to lend now, and what criteria would you look for in order to get a equity line of credit out of this home that we have?
Well, the banks are definitely lending. There are so many different nuances surrounding your particular situation versus everybody else, so it's not just one thing fits all. It's all quite tailored. We do take real estate as collateral, absolutely, if it's necessary. I would think that if the bank has declined your request, given the collateral that you've offered them.
They haven't declined.
Okay.
We started this process months ago, and we have finally a community bank, but like the big lenders like Bank of America and Citibank, they were not lending money for months and releasing credit lines for small businesses.
I apologize. I don't know that to be the fact. I deal with loans that are $500,000 and over. I will tell you that the banks are lending. The banks are a little overwhelmed right now. They are swamped. So give them a break. They are working very hard to help people restructure their loans, help people get new loans. It's a very challenging time for us as well. So I'm glad that you found somebody who was able to help you with your situation.
Well, what criteria would you look at? Can I speak to you offline?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I have my business card up here. Anybody please feel free to take it. Give me a call anytime.
The gentleman all the way in the back, and then we'll start up front.
I had a question regarding a community bank. Do you hold the loans on your own books?
This is directed towards me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we hold our books, the loans on our own books, yeah.
So if you have like a $10,000 loan, like sort of microfinance to a small kind of entity as you described, then how much of those go into default, and what kind of, is there any extra leeway because of your mission in terms of the default situation, or you say you're not in the business of holding assets, so what do you do, in other words?
We're definitely not in the business of holding assets, and as we've learned the hard way, it's very difficult to get assets. Maybe if we had more resources or knowledge, it wouldn't be so bad, but generally speaking, the UCC lien, which is a blanket lien on a business owner's property, what do you do if a restaurant fails? What are you going to do? Take their kitchen equipment? It's not, the resale value is very low on a lot of these things, so it's quite difficult. But for us, since we are lending in an economically disadvantaged community, perhaps we have looser underwriting standards. We do, I think, have a higher default rate than banks. We managed to keep it pretty low. Historically, it's been around 4%, which is considered a little bit higher than it should be. But take into account the fact that we also do get a lot of support from the Treasury Department as a CDFI to help us promote our activities in these communities. which in addition, while we do have some losses, we are generating a lot of jobs, a lot of bank accounts. We're in a community which didn't have many banks prior to our entry into the market, so we think it's a good trade-off.
Yes, sir.
Same gentleman, do you only lend in those communities?
Our membership is open to individuals who work, live, worship, volunteer, have family in those communities. Yes.
Yes, sir.
I have a cash management question. Would you comment about the bank balance requirements as it pertains to a line of credit or term loan?
Well,
And the size of the bank balances influence the pricing of the loan.
Okay. Well, as I mentioned, we're all about relationship banking. So we don't just look at your loan request, but we also look at your balance if you have an existing account with us, or potential balances if you're still banking with someone else. So there's no specific percentage requirement in terms of balances, but we would prefer that we become your primary banker if we're giving you a loan to support your business. So we want to be working with you as a partner, not just as your bank. That's why it should be a give and take relationship.
Yes, ma'am.